Now we gotta talk about cups. I totally forgot about cups.
Well, this is gonna be a short one.
Yeah, this will be all right.
Also, yeah, there's gonna be like one or two tiers that we just don't use because there's only four cups.
Yeah, all right. So I know it says like
So
God tier and good, but we just replaced that with S A
yeah,
B C D. All right, I'm gonna reset this and open up
I
mine.
I went on I did the format like I did with Super Mario Kart where I ranked them based on where my other tracks or where my tracks are ranked overall. Oh, hi.
Yeah. Oh, I
Um,
didn't. I
so
again like I don't really like doing it that way, just because it doesn't
because like
seem.
because that's for me. Because for me, it's like if a cup has like three A tier tracks in it and then one like
Yeah, but like
C,
if
I'll
it's
put it.
just like, well, that's based on how the tracks are. I'm thinking more like bigger a bigger picture. Like, should this track actually go here? Is it Are the tracks
Hmm,
in them like any good together? Like in a series? Like it's
interesting.
like everything together. Like it's like they're meant to be together.
Like
Um,
Super Mario Kart, I had to do that though because it was it was really
yeah,
hard to tell with that game what cups are actually good.
yeah,
So, but I don't know. I just feel like ranking it that way is easier for me because if I don't like a lot of the tracks in a cup, I'm gonna rank it lower. Like, it's,
yeah.
I don't know.
All right,
My
so
mine mine
for
mine turned out interesting. Mine turned out very interesting. Also, my cat has now decided to join. Here's our
8:30
guest for this
actually.
episode.
So yeah, I actually have a little more time than I thought.
Oh, nice.
All right, so Mushroom Cup, which I guess I should probably open up that link again just for a refresher for people. Um,
Opening up what?
the track list.
Oh,
Mushroom
yeah.
Cup is Luigi Raceway, Moo Moo Farm, Koopa Troopa Beaks, and Calamari Desert. I have this one in Awesome tier, which is A tier.
I have it in B actually.
All right, where does it go then? Let's talk.
Yeah, that is hard to decide. A or B, but which one? Oh,
Looking
geez.
back, it has Moo
We
Moo.
have
It has Moo Moo Farm.
yeah. See, so
You're lucky I didn't put it in S. The only reason why it went down one is because it's Calamari Desert. So
and especially because it ends with that.
yeah,
So like for you that
yeah.
would
It
be
just
like a
ends with a
boring ending.
shit track. So
For me, like that's a great ending, but for you, that's like ugh.
yeah, but that's why I
For
have it in A.
for me, it's like yeah, Luigi Raceway and Koopa Troopa Beach and Calamari all do it for me. So
But again, we're not talking about like how
you
good
know
the
what?
tracks are. I
It's-
think having Calamari at the end of the first track is good. I think if we're
I think
talking
um
big picture here.
I think A like is good,
All right.
especially for you with like Moo Moo Farm as well. I feel like that's and I like a lot of the tracks there and stuff, and I think it
Yeah.
works well enough. So
Yeah.
I
I
won't change
have
these though if I feel like I need to, but I feel like even with my like basing them on my track placements, I feel like it's still accurate.
yeah.
So
All right, Flower, Toad's Turnpike, Frappe Snowland, Choco Mountain, Mario Wasteway.
I know I always want to say Wasteway.
I have it in good, which is B.
I have it in A. Here we go again with
Ooh,
all of our B and A's are swapped. Oh man.
how do we want to do this? So why don't we
'Cause
put?
what do we have? Toad, Frappe, Choco, and Mario. Ooh.
I'll be fine putting it in A because of Choco. The only
Yeah.
reason it's like Calamari and Toad's Turnpike are just like it's just
Choco well, calamari was mushroom cup.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just like there's
We
two
have we
bad
have
and then there's two great.
Choco
So
and Frappe, Choco and Frappe Snowland, both. Like
I'll put it in.
A.
I'll put it in A for you. Yeah.
Yeah, because Choco and Frappe Snowland really make the cup.
All right, Star. I have that in good as well. I has Wario Stadium, which again is a good track. It's just
Yeah.
needs a remake. Bowser's Castle is great. Royal Raceway is great. I have it in, but I have it in B. Where do you have it?
Have it in A.
No, nah. We're putting it in B. We don't have any in B. I'm putting it in B. I don't know. There's no discussion
What?
unless you have a
What?
discussion.
What? Royal Raceway and Bowser's Castle, bro. Come on. Like it starts off,
We can't just have all
but then
A's.
But like, come on,
Fine.
it starts off kind of meh with the first two, but then once you get to Royal and Bowser's Castle, it's like, oh heck yeah, dude. Even though Bowser's Castle I feel like should be in special, but whatever. It works. I feel like I feel like DK Jungle Parkway should be in Bowser's Castle spot, but I mean, also, you know what I'm realizing?
I
Does
can't.
the
I
Mario
just like
Wiki
this is like I there's so many good tracks, but like I
also
can't. I'm not able to push any of the cups to S. I just can't.
also also random thing? Um, on the Mario Wiki, it actually tells you the lengths of the tracks. Roy Racer is actually top five. I did not realize that.
Oh,
Rainbow Road, then Wario Stadium's the second longest, then um Toad's Turnpike's actually third longest. Wow. Then
yeah.
Royal Raceway is the fourth longest, and then fifth is DK's Jungle Parkway. So Bowser's Castle feels long, but it's not as long as those five. Jeez,
Yeah. Where are we
weird.
putting Star? It's just so hard. I can't put there because there's
I guess
there's
because of the
there's
first.
usually like half good, half bad, and I can't put any in S because of that. And it's just like I don't want all of them to just be an A because
I
it's
feel like
like
okay, the first two with Mushroom and Flower, we both agreed like most of the cup was really good. Since this one's like half, I feel like B is reasonable. Like I feel
okay.
like B is like oh, it's average. It has its mix of good and bad.
So
It's
here's the problem with special because I love Banshee,
oh
but
no, yeah,
I
you're right.
and there's Yoshi Valley and
Hmm.
Rainbow Road and well DK ranked pretty high, but it's just I put it
Where did
in
I?
meh or C.
Um, I let me see. Yoshi Valley, Banshee, and then Rainbow Road. I'm looking at where I place them, but also how the distribution is too. Okay, so Rainbow Road's my S tier, so like obviously for me that cup's gonna end with like a banger. Um, I have Parkway and B, but then Yoshi Valley and Boardwalk are C and D, so that's like a really mixed cup for me, and I just put the cup in B.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
This one's
feel
a honestly the other one was tough because it was just like the tracks are so whatever, but here it's tough because the distribution of tracks is good, but like we have two meh too good
the
tracks
one
in
thing for me
every
though
cup.
one thing that kind of for me that really does it though is the fact that it's not Bowser's Castle right before Rainbow Road. Like I just feel like it'd be like I said, put DK Jungle Parkway where Bowser's Castle is, and
Yeah.
or like put it somewhere in Star. I feel like it'd fit better. I
Yeah.
mean, and I guess if we're going off the time that this was before it was a tradition to put Bowser's Castle as the second to last track, but looking back on it now in the modern age, it's like why?
Yeah.
Put it right after Banshee and Yoshi Valley. It fit well right there. But
So are we
whatever.
putting it in good in B? I don't I put it in D, so or C,
I have it
sorry.
in C, B. I could see high C as well. Low B or high C. I feel like either one kind of
So right
works.
now we have A mushroom flower and B star.
Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Star. Which has a better? Do you like Star Cup better than? That's really the question. Do we like Star Cup better than Special? Because hmm. The Star has Royal Raceway and Bowser's Castle.
I'd say
Special
yes
has.
because for me the only stick out is Banshee.
That's true.
With
And like
Star,
even
it's
it
Wario, Royal Raceway, and Bowser's Castle.
and even Parkway and even with Parkway too. But it's like that. Then you have Yoshi Valley Rainbow Road for you. Um. Well, I do have Special as my lowest cup of the four, so yeah, low B, lower than Star.
All right.
That's so funny. It looks like my tier list. S, C, and D are not used at all.
Yeah.
It's just A and B. Because like when you have four, like it's there's probably not gonna be that much distribution between them because it's like
Yeah. All right. So we
but yeah, there you
have
go.
A tier, mushroom and flower, and B tier, star and special. Let's go.
In other words, you have
It's
two very
literally in order.
eh, almost yeah. Mine is Star Flower Mushroom Special, but anyway, it's like the order's like okay, you have two cups that are average and then two cups that are good.
Yeah, and
Like that.
then,
That's
but that's the thing. There's so many great tracks in this, and they're just
yeah. Like
distributed all funky.
even with like tracks that you might hate, like Calamari Desert or Yoshi Valley, like even the cups overall aren't that bad. Like there's still some
Yeah.
good tracks in each one that I think
But even then, like
work.
I wouldn't like change them drastically. Like I wouldn't say, all right, Mushroom Cup, or no, I wouldn't say like Star Cup gets all the bangers. No, like I mean that's where like these would be more drastic if if we talk about the cup. I mean I think our eight discussion was pretty good, but let's say we get to DS and I'm just like, all right, Shell Cup all bangers, and you're you know, and that's where to be like, all right, but this is just so nicely distributed that
That's true.
there's
See,
too
with
good,
the
too bad, and it's in terms of like actual overall cup, it's the
as
difficulty's
we were
nice.
yeah, that's how I ranked them before, but as we were going, I realized even if I count distribution, my ranking still stays pretty much the same. Like it actually is
Mm,
just genuinely like I said, Star Cup is my favorite cup, but my one complaint is Bowser's Castle being here. But I mean,
yeah,
but because it's a good track, I still kind of excuse that a little bit. But
yeah. All right.
um,
Well, that's
so
it, I
imagine
think.
what if it was a cup that had Calamari Desert, Yoshi Valley, Wario Stadium, and Rainbow Road in it? Then would you rank it low?
Yeah.
Your four least
Again,
favorite
I
tracks
don't.
all in one cup.
I think Wario Stadium's a little weird because I like it. I think it's a good track, but like in 64 specifically, it's a bad track, and I think that it needs a remake. It desperately
No,
needs a
no joke.
remake.
No joke at this point, because it's the only Mario Kart 64 track that hasn't been remade. There's no way it isn't guaranteed for next Mario Kart game. Like there is
Yeah.
no way.
Well,
Like
you can't have Wario
because
Stadium and Wario Coliseum.
no, what I thought was one of them comes as DLC. Wario
Mm,
Stadium is in the base game, and if they do DLC, that's where Wario
Coliseum's
Coliseum comes in.
not coming in this DLC. There's no way.
No, next game. Like
Oh,
next game,
okay.
if they do DLC, they have Wario Stadium in the base game, and then if they do DLC for that game, that's when they can introduce. Yeah, because they won't have like two Wario tracks anymore for retro tracks, but
Yeah.
so one of them will get in
Well, also
base game.
eight's retro tracks were weird because there's no retro Bowser Castle and there's two retro Rainbow Roads. So
Please just let the booster course pass have one. I used to think the SNES track we're getting next wave actually was gonna be Koopa Beach, but recently SNES Bowser's Castle was data mined for Tour, so please let it be that.
yeah.
So we can have a retro Bowser's Castle. Oh,
All
please.
right. Well, you want to
I hope
wrap it
so.
up, or is there anything else you want
Oh
to
yeah.
say?
Um, tune in whenever the heck we next do this for Super Circuit tracks when we have 40 to rank, which oh
Oh,
my god, that is gonna
40? Oh yeah,
that's
because there's five. There's 10 cups for some
there's
reason.
yeah there's 20 in Super Circuit and 20 in Super Mario Kart.
God,
So oh my god.
Jesus! Oh my God.
See, isn't that weird to think that every game had like 16, but until Mario Kart 8 got DLC, Super Circuit had the most amount of tracks. Super Circuit of all games had the most tracks until Mario Kart
Yeah.
8 got DLC.
But even
And now
Super was weird because it had four cups, but five tracks in
five.
each cup.
Oh yeah,
So
4 cups for 5 tracks. Super Circuit did
Super
5 cups
Tracks
with
has
4 tracks.
five tracks, five cups, and
No,
then
4 tracks, 5 cups. Yeah,
oh, four tracks, five. So they redistributed the Super
yeah.
Circuit tracks
You know what's
or the
funny
Super
is
track.
Lightning. The Super Circuit had a Lightning Cup, which did not exist, and we did not see Lightning Cup again until DS when they brought it back for a Retro Cup, which was interesting.
Yeah.
And then yeah, the Super Circuit ones, they or Super Mario Kart ones, they redistributed. They had an
Mm.
extra cup, and like they went in order still, but like it was just kind of whatever four landed there were there,
Yeah.
and then
It was a
so
little
like
weird because it doesn't. I don't
Mario
think that
Circuit,
Bowser's Castle ends on every. Like I think Bowser's Castle starts
Mushroom
flower,
Cup
right?
does. Mushroom Cup, no, because first cup in Super Mario Kart was again the distribution was weird. It was Mario Circuit, Donut Plains, then
It
was it
always ended with Bowser's Castle.
no, because it went Bowser's Castle 1 and then Mario Circuit 2 for some reason, which I don't know
Oh
why.
yeah.
But in Super Circuit, Mushroom Cup ends with Bowser's Castle 1, and then the new then Flower starts with Mario Circuit 2 in Super Circuit. So it kind of
Mm,
like redistributed the order made a little more sense in Super Circuit.
yeah. I
But
think because there were five, I
yeah,
mean, it makes more sense that Bowser's Castle end them, but they didn't even do
we
that.
had 40, then 8 with 48, and now here we are with freaking 8 Deluxe. It's gonna freaking 96 in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh
But
my
and then that's
god.
my biggest worry, right? With nine or 10, whatever you want to call it.
10 technically, yeah.
I honestly hope they go back to subtitles so we don't even have to have the argument. Oh, it's Mario Kart 9.
Probably.
No, it's like
I feel like it like Tor like kind of went back to subtitles
yeah.
technically. So
So a lot of people's argument is, oh, we're gonna go back to at least with Smash because we already had the Ultimate Smash game. Even though people say that Mario Kart is becoming Ultimate Mario Kart, it's not the Ultimate Mario Kart, and it probably won't be even after post DLC unless we had every track and every
mm,
character a double
I
dash
feel
mode. You know what I mean? It's not the Ultimate Mario Kart. So
every track would be a little weird though, because wouldn't it be kind of redundant having like all the SNES tracks, all four Mario circuits,
yeah,
all three
yeah.
donut planes?
Point
Like that'd
being,
be
point being is
maybe
that
unless they
ultimate.
choose
There was an
one.
ultimate Smash game. Next Smash game, we don't know what's gonna have if there even is gonna be a next Smash game. I think Smash makes too much money not to have a new Smash game. But in that
Some people
context,
are
if we have another iterative Smash game, like technically whatever would have come after 4 if we didn't have Ultimate, like the next iterative game, it's gonna feel significantly worse and less valuable compared to Ultimate. It's gonna feel
yeah.
people are gonna think about it like that. They're gonna be like, well,
It's
this
gonna be
is
the
a
next.
definite downgrade from Ultimate, but that's why I'm thinking, well, why don't they just change up the system? Maybe it's a 3D
It's
fighter, maybe it's
it's gonna
developed
be
by
the
somebody
next.
else. You know,
Yeah, compared to
that's
8 Deluxe and Tour, like the content on the next. Although I have a theory that like because of how long it's been in development, like other than tracks which we're already getting and some of the characters, they're gonna take a lot of the exclusive tour features and put them in the next one. Bring back mission mode, have all the costumes, have a bunch of carts, have
yeah,
like maybe I had a dream. I had like a weird dream that like they were gonna do 24 cups again, like how the booster course pass with 8 Deluxe has
hmm
24, with 48 retros and 48 nitros. Oh my
yeah,
god, that'd be insane. If they
yeah,
do that, they don't even need all the retros. Just bring back like 48 retros,
yeah,
have 48 nitros, all the tour costumes, all the tour cards and glider skins and whatever else.
yeah,
And like mission mode, that could be like better than 8 Deluxe. I
yeah,
that was one thing I thought. They want to let Tour run its course, get all the features in, and then they just port them over. I mean, look how
yeah,
well the booster course pass is done just putting in all the Tour Nitro
yeah.
tracks. Like you can go
So
beyond that,
back to my
man.
point is that Smash would not do well if they just made another iterative game. That's why I think that they're gonna
Sadly,
change it up and make it basically an entirely
yeah.
different game. However,
Like
with
it's not gonna sell as well as Ultimate.
Mario Kart 8 started out as an iterative game. It just had DLC and then it got more DLC. So it's
No, it got
questionable.
DLC.
There's
It got
no way
DLC.
that the next Mario Kart game is gonna be like a different game. There's no way it's going to be that. But at the same time, people are going to be very disappointed when we get 16 cups or 16 tracks. Uh,
Yeah.
so
See, that's why I told you it would be so great if we did have like 24 cups like we have now in 8 Deluxe. It'd be
yeah,
insane. 24 nitros, and then you press like the R button and it scrolls over to the retro cups or something.
hmm
Which again, you can't fit every retro, but you can get a good variety from Super to Tour, just bunch of retros,
yeah.
and then no, obviously not every Tour track would come
And
back in the
then
next game.
what's
But
even going to be worse is people already are talking about how they hate, the booster course pass, but that's probably what nine's going to, or probably what the next game's going to look like, unless
yeah,
they
there.
go back to eight style and
I
make,
don't think so though,
take
because
their time, because what
I
what
don't
we
think they
see in the
will,
booster
because
course pass is just what an actual HD Mario Kart would look like. We just got lucky with 8 and they actually decided to take their time for
see,
whatever reason.
yeah, I think they're gonna do what Sakurai did with Brawl. They want Mario Kart 8's art style to be exclusive to it, to make it stand out from other games, to make
hmm
it feel like it's unique. The next one will probably have better graphics, but they won't be as realistic. They'll be more cartoony, which I'm fine with because
hmm
I prefer the more cartoony graphics anyway.
I think
But
that I really like eights
it'll
because
still look good.
I think I don't hate what they have with BCP, but I like, I prefer the 8 style of graphics, but with Smash I didn't like Brawl's art design. I didn't like
See,
it.
and then
As much as I
Brawl
love
they had
Brawl, I
that.
didn't
Then
like that.
3DS and Wii U went back to the like really cartoony look. Ultimate, what I love that Ultimate did is it kind of merged the Brawl and like Smash 3DS and Wii U look because
hmm
like they're cartoony, but they're also kind of very detailed looking. Like
I mean,
Mario's overalls
look
are
at what's the DK map from Melee that they remade?
Congo Falls.
Yeah, Congo. Look at Congo Falls and look at
That looks amazing.
the Kirby level, the Kirby
Out in the Dreams looks
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
Oh
So
my
I mean,
god.
look at that. It's super realistic, and they still have the
Um,
cartoony models.
but yeah, and like Mario, like his overalls and Smash 3DS and Wii U were just kind of a flat texture. Brawl, they were detailed in Ultimate. They're cartoony, but they still have like the little denim detail on it.
Hmm.
It's like they merged Brawl and the last two games graphics
Hmm.
together in like one, which I think works well. And also darker colors.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Their colors are darker than Ultimate, like Brawl had, but it's still cartoony.
All right, we should
Like it's
probably end
anyway.
this.
Yeah. So next is Super Circuit with 40 tracks, so it'll take even longer than this did, which is gonna be madness.
Yeah. All right,
So,
we'll see you then.
yeah. Click like and subscribe and
Adios and
make
Waluigi and boomers.